You know what's crazy? They say that in hip hop. They don't say that in no other genre of music. There's no age on it. Music is ageless, so it don't matter how old you are. I think it's with the age, it's more of a look thing than it's a talent thing.
All right, what's going on? Welcome to XXL's Talk It Up, powered by DistroKid. I'm Vernon. Today we're here with the New Orleans legend, Juvenile, aka Juvie the Great. What's going on, man?
Oh, I'm cooling, man. Riding in this Sprinter on the way to our next little spot. But it's all love, man.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. You got this hot boy summer movement going around, man. Some people are saying that he's copying off Megan Thee Stallion, but Cash Money stamped the hot boy, hot girl movement years ago, man. So
Nah,
please
she's
tell me
copying
about the
off me
history
if
of
not
it.
anything. She
So
kind of
please
copying off me a little bit.
tell
But yeah, the whole hot boy thing, we started that years ago. That's a Cash Money thing, and shout out to her for doing, for showing their love. But she got to always show love to the originators. You know that.
So why'd you want to bring that movement back?
Well, it's really not a movement. I'm just saying it's a hot boy summer right now. It's our turn. You know what I mean? The women's had it the last couple of years, but right now it's our turn. We gonna turn up.
So explain what a hot boy summer is, man. What we getting into this summer?
It really is no explanation behind that, bro. I don't want to lie and make some shit up. The truth behind that is just I felt like that was the perfect title for the app for the song because it was hot right now, and I'm, you know, what I mean, the fact that me and BG was on the song, and the fact that Jacquees always says that he's a member of the Hot Boys. You know what I mean? I thought it was just a great idea to use that as a title, but it was no real definition behind that. Definitely not no Hot Boy reasons, not at all.
You sound like you're still having fun with the music again. It's definitely one of those type of vibes to it, though.
Yeah, man. It's one of those things what you listen to, you listen to when you jump in the car, something that you play around the family for family reunion or something like that. It's one of those type of songs, man.
Mhm.
Women gonna love it. The fellas gonna love to see the women shaking to it, so it works good both ways.
I mean, was that the point with the song to kind of bring those vibes back, bring that back for the summer?
When I make songs, bro, I'm gonna be straight honest with you. I don't have points. I just get in there and try to make good music. I don't say or shoot at a certain genre. I say I'm gonna try to make a song for this kind of for this audience or something like that. I really don't do that.
Okay.
I just make the song and I let the people make an analysis what they think it is.
Now, rap has always been looked at as a younger man's sport, man. But recently, if you look at the landscape now, most of the artists, the biggest artists, are 30 and over. Man. Clips just had like a big return, man. What do you think about the older artists coming to the forefront now?
Yeah, music. Last I checked, music. You know what's crazy? They say that in hip hop. They don't say that in no other genre of music. There's no age on it. Music is ageless, so it don't matter how old you are. I think it's with the age, it's more of a look thing than it's a talent thing. But if you're making good music, I don't think the age has nothing to do with it. I think just great music right now, and these cats from my era coming back and they just making good music. The fact that they doing songs that they like means a whole lot to me. And I'm one of them. I'm just doing songs that I like.
That was going to be my question. Where do you think you fit in that dynamic? Do you fit in that dynamic where you're just putting out the music
I,
coming out?
I do, man. I fit. I fit because I just do music that I like. I don't like I was talking about earlier. Back in the days, I did do that. I used to set out and try to make songs for certain type of instances or certain audiences. But now, man, I just focus on making good music. I feel like it's a lack of that. It's such a big gap of making a song great and just trying to make any kind of record. It's a gap right there.
Obviously, who are some of the newer artists coming out of New Orleans that you're rocking with?
Well, first of all, my son. Let me say that. My son, Young Juve. It's a long list of new artists, man. I don't say names because the names always create problems. So I
Mhm.
always just say my son.
Mhm.
But it's a long list of artists in New Orleans.
What do you think about the music scene in New Orleans these days?
I'm not out into it, bro. When I go to the club in New Orleans, most of the time what I hear is just bounce music, right? I hear a lot of bounce music, a lot of booty shaking music. But they very seldom, and I don't know what's going on with the DJs in New Orleans. But they don't play too much local music. I don't hear too much when I go there.
Why do you think it's like that? I always thought that New Orleans was a place that embraced local music and played local music heavy.
It's kind of like if it ain't bounce music, it ain't they not gonna play it. Like the rappers, we get the bad end of the stick. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Look like if you ain't making that booty shaking music in New Orleans, it's pretty much unacceptable.
I mean, speaking of booty shake music, last year officials in New Orleans named June 11th back that ass up day, man. That's that's huge, man. How did that come about?
You know what? I don't know who came up with the idea. I'm just, I'm honored and flattered that they gave it a name. I mean, gave it a date. I I don't know what I'm gonna do on it. I don't even remember what I did this year on that date. To be honest, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do something special on that date. But that's crazy, man. One of my songs got his own holiday. That's crazy. That's real crazy.
That song is 26 years old, and still to this day, no other song gets women to the dance floor like that song, man. All it takes is hearing the first few chords, and it's over with, man.
Yeah, that's kind of like roll call, right? Doom, doom, doom. Kind of like get on your marks, get set, get go.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Do you even still get surprised to the reaction to the song these days?
I am, man. It's more surprising when somebody young says to you, "Hey, my grandmother used to listen to this song. My grandmother used to shake to this. My mom used to listen to this. When I was young, I wasn't allowed to listen to this kind of music, but I snuck off and I heard your song when I went by my friend's house. Stuff like that."
There's also, of course, with social media, there's a lot of memes and funny videos associated with it, where women are dropping everything when they hear the song and going to dance to the song. Have you seen any of those?
Yeah, I seen one where the lady was about to start cooking, and she was about to start cooking for the kids, and the music came on. She dropped the food, ran outside in the yard, and started bending it over. A car was passing playing it. And she ran outside in the yard, turned around, started dropping it like it's hot right there in the front lawn.
Yeah, those are hilarious.
So it's a thousand more I done seen. I just can't think of them off the top of my head.
I even also read it's the number one played song at weddings, which is wild. Have you seen that or did you know that?
Yeah, I know that, man. I've been to a couple weddings now. I done performed at a few weddings, and people still try to book me at weddings all the time. So I've seen my fair share of backing it up at weddings. And oh yeah, I think I'm the number one played song at weddings.
I mean, you have a lot of hit records, man. Is that the one that sticks out the most to you, or you the most proud of?
Mm, I kind of would say like I feel that way about Know Your Clap a lot because I produced it. But now the biggest song, hands down in my career is Back That Ass Up. It ain't even close.
Now, switching, you have one of the most watched Tiny Desk appearances on YouTube, man. But it has a crazy story behind it because at first it seemed like you didn't want to do it. Somebody said you should do it, and you didn't want to do it. I guess you were confused at what it was at first.
Yeah, I was, man. My daughter educated me on it, was telling me like, Daddy, you gotta take that last tweet down that you put up because you creating a lot of you create mass hysteria. People is going crazy saying all kind of things and passing all kind of comments on me. So I said, well, look, let's make it out a positive thing. If they retweet, if I get 10,000 retweets, I do Tiny Desk. Still not knowing what Tiny Desk actually is, but saying that I do it. Shit, I got 10,000 retweets in like the next minute, next 2 minutes. So I had to do it.
Like I said,
And the
one of the
good
most
part about
popular
it,
ones.
it was career changing.
No, that was definitely one of the most popular ones. How it came together, man. Looking back, what was that experience like?
It was crazy, man. The fact when I went up there, I thought I thought it was gonna be like easy little walk in the park, and I actually thought the place was big. I didn't know it was actually in the office behind a tiny desk. Like I didn't know that, but I got up there, man, and I was drinking my juvie juice. I got loose. It loosened me up. Manny Fresh showed up. John Baptiste showed up. Trombone Shorty showed up, and the band showed up. That made everything more, made me way more comfortable. Then by the time it came time to perform, I was loose. I was very loose.
And it turned out to be one of the best ones, like the most talked about ones, like I said, man. And you said it was career changer for you. How so?
Thank you, boss. It definitely was. I mean, right after that, of course, and what's crazy? My guy Bobby, who works for who was the producer of Tiny Desk, he told me it was. He said, "Man, it's gonna change your career, man. I'm telling you, this is gonna be the biggest one. It's gonna blow you up." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, right, yeah." And he was right. You know what I mean? So shout out to him, man, because he was right. Right after that, the numbers changed. What Joe said? Yesterday's prices are not today's prices. Prices went up.
For
That's
sure.
exactly what happened with me.
Now you been on tour with C Amara. Y'all been touring all a lot of the year for real, for real. What's it been like getting back together with the crew, man?
Been all love, man. It's kind of like a experience, starting that old experience all over again, getting out there with the fellas, doing, standing on stage, backstage, in each other's dressing rooms and stuff like that, talking about the good old days and getting that stage experience in back again, getting back on stage together, seeing the reaction from the audience, man. That's something that is to be cherished.
What was it like getting the chemistry back? Did it take a while, or did it just come back like that?
Well, you got to remember, for me, I never left the stage, so it's never a chemistry issue with me. I'm always performing. And I've never stopped performing the whole while. So just having this opportunity to get out there with my guys and see that expression on their face really meant more. It meant more to me to see them together than me seeing me with them. It was kind of crazy to say that, but yeah, that experience of watching them on stage together was crazy for me. Wow, I had to step back a minute and just watch everybody like a fan.
Mhm. Now that was news that Turk was recently taken off the tour. What's your take on that?
Well, man, it's something that I had no control over that we didn't see coming, and I really don't like to speak on it. To be honest, like I like to stay on me because I don't like to know negativity around my conversations.
For sure.
But I really don't know the story, so I don't like to speak on things I don't know about.
Looking back on the whole '90s era of Cash Money, man, what do you remember most about that?
Oh man, being on tour, being on the buses, uh, you know, coming home and getting the opportunity to share my experiences with my people, tell them about, give them the stories on what happened on the road and stuff like that. Not just that, having the opportunity to take some of my people that never left the project, never left the hood, out of the hood. That's some things that you just can't. How you said you just can't change. You wish you could stay living in those moments.
Do you have any memorable stories from this year's tour, or the touring y'all been doing this year?
Really not none, man. I'm really boring on tour when it comes to backstage experiences and stuff like that. So I want to have nothing that'll like make a fan excited to hear. You know, we did the regular, man. Being 50 years old changes a lot of things. A lot of things I probably would have did 25, 30 years ago. I'm not going to do those things now. So it's all business with us when we show up to the show. Rehearsal, practicing, everybody being on time, everybody getting out there and doing their part. That's pretty much what's going on now.
When people look back on that Cash Money legacy, man, what do you want them to say?
Oh man, say they came, they conquered. You know, it didn't say that the guys that they had, the guys that started it off, the nucleus, those are the guys who laid the foundation and made it what it is today. Because Cash Money ain't going nowhere, from what I'm hearing.
Now, aside from music and touring, the hustle never stops for Juvie, man. You got the Juvie juice, like you said, you mentioned that earlier. Tell me a bit about that business venture.
Oh man, I got the juvie juice. I got my chips, the 400 degrees chips with Elmer's. I got my papers, the juvenile bats, and I got my cognac, the yak. So yeah, I'm a product up, man. I'm one of them cats. Besides the rap music, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. Outside of that, those aren't the only products that I have. I got more coming in store, but right now, those are the four that I'm working in. Everything, God is good, man. I found my other niche outside of rap because I'm real good at selling products.
On the more creative side, also, you had the Made by Juvie where you were making the lamps and the creative woodwork and stuff like that, man. How did that come about?
Yeah. Well, that was my COVID hobby.
Hmm.
When COVID kicked in, you couldn't be around people. I had to find me something to do, and that was that's what I preferred to do. Like who wouldn't get a kick out of making something with their hands and making a piece, a one of a kind piece from and being able to sell it to your fans, not just selling it, just share it with them, so they could have a talk piece of something in their house, and they could say, "Hey, man, during COVID, I got this off of Juvie websites. Check this out. This is a drink machine, but it's a lamp. It's crazy."
For sure. Yeah. Many of them were dope, man. I was looking through it like, wow, these are very creative, man. That was
Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss.
I mean, how important is it for rap artists and hip hop artists to keep their hands in other avenues? in business ventures?
I think it's very important. I think music and whatever you do, you whatever you do in your career, whatever choice you make as a career, should be a stepping stone to your next or whatever other ideas you have. It should be the stepping stone, or it should be the catalyst to get you to those ideas. So yeah, I found another niche and probably gonna find some more niches because I'm pretty sure there's more things out there for me to do besides the products and rap. But it all started from rap.
Now to get to this album, man, you got a new album on the way called Boiling Point. It's your first album, solo album in a while, man. First of all, why the title Boiling Point?
Because that's why, man, I got so many songs, so much music, so much material. I feel like it's that point to where it's about to boil over. And the fact that it's hot, my last big album was called 400 Degrees. I wanted this album to complement 400 Degrees, and I just feel like that would have been my next title. If it wasn't 400 Degrees, the next title in mind was The Boiling Point.
So how long you been working on this project?
Oh, probably since probably the last 5 years. Here and there, start, make a song or two, stop, make a song or two, stop, start, stuff like that. That's what I was doing a lot of because I was moving around too much. But for these last few months, I've been locked in and dead serious on recording this album. And it's been coming together great, bro.
So why did you feel like now was the time to bounce back, pun intended?
I don't have that. I don't even look at this as being a bounce back album. I'm just doing the album that I like. To be honest, it's pretty much as I can. I can do what I want to right now. I'm at that point in life, and I don't give a fuck about people's opinions at all. I really don't. So it's just perfect. The timing is perfect.
Obviously, you've been doing music for the past years, been working on music, been in the studio. But what was it like working on the solo album again, back in the studio, working on your own project?
I mean, man, even when I'm not working on a project, I'm working on a project, right? So even if I wasn't recording the album, just out of for therapy, I would be going to the studio recording songs. So it's just regular for me. It's being normal. It's normal. It's my normal, my normal lifestyle, right? I'm recording all the time, regardless. I'll never change that. Just for sport. If I wasn't putting something out, just like you go play basketball, rap is like sport for me. I need it for therapy.
So what's the vibe on the project? You said we got hot
Grown man,
summer.
grown man shit. The vibe on my album is all grown man music. I'm not like I said. I made an album that I like, so I'm not targeting uh, a genre or nothing like that. I'm just making songs that I like, and the fans got. I feel like the fans love it. 400 Degrees was like that. We was making songs that we like. We wasn't too much targeting a fan base. I didn't even know a fan base then, and that's what it is right now for me. I don't even know who my full fan base is, so I'm just making good music.
Who are some of the people that you work with on the project? So you got Trombone Shorty on the project. Obviously, you got BG, Jacquees on there.
I got my man right here. He right here behind me. Who did the first single? C. Smith. I got C. Smith on there. Of course, Manny Fresh. I got all the Cash Money on there. Let's say that. So you don't even have to ask that question.
Okay.
All of Cash Money is on there. I got Lenny Kravitz is on the song with me. I got I don't have all what you call a star-studded project. I, not saying that my people not stars. I just don't. I like my projects to be more personal and about me. So most of the people that I got on my album relates to me. So I have Lil Russell on there, and everybody knows how it goes. I perform with Lil Russell all the time, and well, a couple times I perform with him in his backyard out there in Oakland. I don't know if you ever heard of Akeem Ali. He's from Mississippi. He's a new guy. Somebody that I like a lot. Somebody that I've been talking to like for the last few months and shit like that, and I got him on my album. But he's a new cat that I think's gonna blow. And of course, my son, like I told you, Young Juve is all over my shit.
What's it been like to see your son grow up and follow in your footsteps?
But shit, he kind of like making his own trail. He
Hmm.
kind of like making his own trail. Cause he don't rap like I do. He don't have a rap style like I do. Sometimes he do little tributes to me, like making some of my songs, remaking them over and stuff like that. But nah, he do his own thing, man. He fucking talented. Bro. He talented, bro. He got the talent. He got the it factor. You know how they say, I don't know what it is, but he got it.
We got a release date on the project yet, or is it coming out later this year?
We looking at September, could be October. We don't have a date.
Well, I can tell from the single it's gonna have a lot of New Orleans flavor, and what you've been saying is gonna have a lot of New Orleans flavor on there, as always.
It is, man, but I'm rapping on there, man, and I'm doing my thing. These songs, they're well put together. The production is fucking bananas on every last one of the songs. So when you listen to it, I'm telling you, you're gonna love it, bro. It's you say you 42, right?
Yes, sir.
It's our kind of album. Simple as that. You gonna love it.
That's what's up, man. Well, you definitely rep the city right, man. Like I said, there's a lot of culture in New Orleans. I visited New Orleans in 2022, and that was one of the greatest things I noticed about that. The culture in New Orleans is crazy, and all the
it
rappers in New Orleans always seem to keep that culture. It never leaves them. So that's dope.
you're right, man. We culture driven. The food, the way we talk, the hospitality, the second lines, the bands, we represent that to the fullest, the colorfulness. New Orleans don't even have color codes. So you can see houses, you go out, ride down the street, and houses and roofs and everything is different colors and shit like that. So that all adds to our culture.
Well, you definitely rep the city right, man. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the project, man. Looking for everything else. Looking forward to everything else you have going on, man. I appreciate you coming on and sitting with us, man, talking with us, man.
It's all love, bro.